How do you guys? Completely forgot to do an intro earlier because I got interrupted on the way down to the canal by someone. I was having a bit of a chat and forgot. So yeah, it's just to say that after 6 or 7 weeks, this is my first time back on the canal bank properly trying to catch pike. And I must be honest, I've been waiting that long. It's just, I guess I can, like a drug addict going cold turkey is what I felt like at some stages. Yeah, unfortunately, as you see in the video, it's not a great way to come back to piking, I guess. I have decided to stick the video up because I think it's one of those things that maybe you've not seen before. Like I say in the videos, within 10 years of lure fishing, it's not something I've come across. So it's definitely a first for me. So I'm going to share it. Probably risky doing so because I could get so much grief, but I'm going to share it just so that other people can see what you may come across at some point, and you may have to make the call like I did today. For some it's probably absolutely nothing, and what I'm talking about, you just like, you know, pish, just sort it out. For others, it might be a bit of a learning curve to sort of say, you know, sometimes it is better that we do what we have to do. For me, I'm very respectful of the fish that I catch. I'm very thankful of the fish I catch, to be fair. And it's just one of those things where it's pretty gutting to know I've got to take that fish out of the system. However, it needed to happen. It was the right thing to do. And it now means that through nature's courses, the next female or bigger pike can make their way through now. Because I know that I caught that fish 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. And it's a very healthy fish. I will put some photos into the fish just to show the condition of the scales, the gills. I think I got a picture of the rakers, but the pink is like off pink. It wasn't blood pink, if that makes sense. The head was indented because there's just no flesh on the fish, no meaty on the meaty. There's no muscle on the fish really, just wasted away, and it's a real shame. The nice thing is I did manage to catch a jack, but I think just with all the boat traffic, some boneheads cutting a tree down and half of it falling in the canal, watching blokes nearly drive through the lock gates in the boats, and then that as well, it just put the ice on the cake for the day. So I just called it quits and I come back. Took some advice off some lads that really know what I'm doing, just to back up what I was thinking of doing. To be fair, I just wanted that extra, and to be fair, the lads did me proud because they all said, unanimously sort of said the same thing. So thanks for that, lads. Hopefully next time when I get out and about, it won't be helping fish to end their journey, and more so catching some stunners. So I know I've waffled on a bit. It's like 3 minutes long, but I know it's not going to be a normal watch for everybody. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, I can't actually tell. It looks pretty dead to me from where I am, but pike, mind you, wasn't there when I came past, so I don't know, but he's looking very healthy. Really can't tell from here if he's alive or dead, but yeah, he's alive. I don't know if that was a desperate move for some food, but he really isn't looking very healthy, or she, whatever it is. Could be just chilling. You don't tend to see the pike doing that sort of behaviour. The problem is, I know the sort of fishing that goes on around here, and there's a lot of kids that, bless them, don't have a clue and use all the wrong equipment. Yeah, that pike's on the way out. That pike is so thin. struggling, just on a bit of current off the boat. There's a boat coming through now. I think it's gonna... Oh man, that fish is... He does, he wants food. I really want to catch him just so I can see what state he's in. This fish definitely ain't got his faculties about him. No, he's gone down there now. I've got no idea where he is. Hopefully he'll come back up and surface and we'd have close to this side and I can net him. I'd bet my bottom dollar there's some dodgy fishing tackle in his mouth. I'm gonna hang tight 10 minutes and just see if he surfaces. I think that pike probably can see me playing his day, but oh, he's still trying to go for the lure. It's still built into him to go at something, but that fish looks nailed. Alright. Well, I've upped him. There's no fighting this fish at all. Oh, I think I've had this fish before as well. See what's going on with him or her. He's got no power, no strength. I have had this fish before. I've had this fish on a jig fly before as well. I foul up the fish in the side to see what's going on, but oh man, looks like blind in one eye. Okay, there's nothing down her throat. I'm lost. There's no obvious damage. Well, usual pike damage. It could just be old age, but she's so thin, so saggy in the stomach. Scales are deteriorating off of her. You don't know what to do for best. Do you make it quick and easy for her? Because I say it's built into her. She still wants to get the food because she lunged at the lure a few times, so it's still built in to go for something. But dear me, what a shame. I had this fish I think a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the videos, but oh, she's close onto a double. I'll probably say she's lucky if she gets to 6 pound now. Right, I think I'm going to make a call to a few mates and see what we reckon. Because this is a decision I think I'm not going to take lightly, but this fish is definitely struggling. Hello guys. This is a bit of a sad moment really for me in fishing. I know you probably think, oh, you're a big girl or whatever, but I might not even put this video up for the fact of getting so much grief from this. But yeah, first I've been fishing properly for 7 to 8 weeks, and the first fish I've come across is actually a pike floating in the canal. Now, you couldn't tell if it was just basking, you couldn't tell if it was on its way out, you couldn't tell really much at all until the lock gates opened and it's struggling to do anything with the current. So on closer inspection, I've come to realise that the fish was on its way out really. So I've foul hooked the fish, brought it into the net just to double check in case it was something simple and mundane, so I could have sorted it out. So if someone's used incorrect tackle, or you know, it's something in the gullet, something might adhere its life. It turns out no, the gullet's clear. There's nothing wrong with the gills. I think it's just an old warrior of a fish, and I've sat contemplating for ages what to do. So in all honesty, made a phone call to a couple of mates to make sure I think I was sort of going down the right decision or making the right decision, and that is to unfortunately bring the fish to a quick demise and not let the fish just suffer for, I mean, I don't even know how long this fish has been suffering now, but I mean it's terribly thin. If you look, I'll try and get a photo if I can, if I do stick this up, but if you look from the get attacked by a wasp now. If you look above the fish down, it's like a bream in regards to its broadness. There is no broadness to the fish whatsoever. The scales are starting to come away. They've been come away from braid or abrasion from something else. All over the body, the scales are starting to come away. It's now blind in one eye. It wasn't blind in one eye before. I mean, you look in the gullet, and that's perfect, lovely white colour. The gills are not as pink as they should be. It's just in a true state. And to be fair, when I cast my lure across the front of it just to make sure it was, you know, in case it was going to be healthy and go for it, even though it's dying, it's still got that go, get it, and it just didn't have the power. It tried, you could so tell it tried to go for the lure, and it hadn't got the strength. So yes, I've come somewhere where I can, just behind me there's a little gravel path, and I think I'm going to take the fish up there and put it out of its misery, where no one can see. So yeah, I'll come back to you in a bit. Right guys, hopefully it won't fall over. I'm going to show you the size of this fish as best I can. Can't really relate to how big this is really. It's just got no strength whatsoever. It's just such a shame. It's got a massive head. But if you can make it out, the scales are all coming away from down. I mean, that's deterioration as well, nothing. It's blind in one eye. It's just got no strength left. I mean, if I stand up, its tail's now on the floor. Does it give you some sort of indication as to how long this fish is? Absolutely gutted to say what I'm going to have to do, but I just can't bear to see the fish the way it is, and I think it's just the right decision. If I do put this on YouTube, for anybody who does see this, I do apologise if you don't agree with what I'm doing. I mean, there's nothing in the stomach at all. You can feel bones. This fish hasn't eaten in a long time, I don't think. Good few weeks at least anyway. Yeah. But there's a bit of a stink to the fish as well, and the actual the gills are like, if I was to say manky pink, some of you might understand what I mean. But I'll drop the fish in the water for this last little bit, and then I'll have to go and clonk it. So I'm at that stage now where there's as many people gone past, I suppose, as going to be. that's what I'm going to have to use, make it as quick as I can. I know it sounds brutal, and again I really apologise if I do put this video up and it offends people, but I need to be quick as well because I'm pretty close to a school, and the last thing I want is some children coming out to see a big old fat guy beating a fish to death. So yeah, we're just going to get this done, and yeah, sad days, but anyway, in a bit. Right guys, this fish is so lively. I don't know if I'm going to get him on film properly, but he really will not give up. Fair play to little so-and-so, but unfortunately my GoPro came to the end of its battery life, so that's just killed it really. I didn't get the take on this. I'm surprised because in all honesty, the amount of boat traffic that's gone through today has killed it for me, being my first day back, but I'm hopeful, but yeah. Right guys, that sees the end of my session, and I've got to be honest, first session back in 7 or 8 weeks, and to say I came back with a bang is a massive understatement, and not a bang in a nice way either. I'm really gutted, to be honest, that session. Coming back and having to put a fish out of his misery is not what I expected to be doing, and to be honest, it put a real dampener on my day. I know most people are like, oh, it's life, and it is, but it's a fish I've caught before, and because it's a pretty big fish as well, in regards to for down there, it's just one of the, either an old jack that's got to a decent size, or it's a female that never really got that big, but just reached the end of her life. But either way, it wasn't a nice thing to do. It was the right thing to do. I didn't make the decision lightly, so I'm sure I'm going to get some grief if I put this video up. And if I have offended someone, I'm really sorry. It's not what I meant to do. I've done it for the benefit of the fish, really, not for you or I. I'm not doing it for video credit. It's literally just showing the not so good side of fishing, unfortunately. Like I said, I think I said it earlier on in one of my other videos, I'm very fortunate that in the 10 years or so now that I've been lure fishing, I've not had to do that before, so it's a bit of a shock to the system really. But like I say, after taking some advice off a couple of lads, it was the right thing to do. So I did the deed, and yeah, put the fish out of its misery. So and I had a jack out as well, so I did catch a fish, not like that one that I had to help go along, I suppose. I had to foul hook that one to get it in. It's a real shame because it's still got the drive to go for something and to eat something. I can't believe in its dying hours, I guess, that it still wanted to just try. It's just, obviously it's that finely tuned, it's just built in, just go, get it. But it couldn't, bless it. So yeah, if you've watched it, thank you. Sorry it's not been a grand finale coming back, but on the up note, or the flip side, I will be running a competition soon to say thank you to all my subscribers that are now seeing me through 1,000. It happened whilst I was on holiday, so that's why I've been a bit quiet about it. So, but the Screwy Bird has come. I ran a little competition on River Pike's Facebook page, and the pattern I've chose is the one that was sort of spoken about most or voted most. So that's what you've got. So yeah, I'll have that up running soon, and yeah, wet nets and all that business, and I'll catch you soon.